Hello guys, welcome to Mind Money Muscle YouTube channel. And we all know about the startup trend in India. And our channel itself supporting and promoting startup culture in India with the very fine knowledge which I get from my own experience as well as from the world renowned founders and entrepreneurs. And many people think like to get into a business or startup we need a MBA. And today's video is all about, is that MBA degree is worth to do it? So let's get into the content. Build your own MBA. Let's get into the content. Generally, people do MBA to get a good job or to build a company. So if you are a person who wish to do MBA to get a good job, this video just help you to learn the fundamentals. But if you are planning to do MBA to build a company, this video build a strong basement for your startup or business. That much I'm assured. Okay, let's learn the practical wisdom for aspiring entrepreneurs. Today's agenda, your path to entrepreneurial mastery. Why rethink the MBA? Just just high cost and low return on investment. MBAs are expensive and time consuming. Invest in yourself, not just a credential. It means like you are doing MBA just for a degree, or and MBA itself it cost around 5 lakhs. With 5 lakhs, you can start a very good business. So there you can learn real-time experience. That's what this author telling. Invest in yourself. And also it takes 2 years. If you are spending 5 lakhs amount, 5 lakhs money and 2 years of time, you know Rakesh Junjunwala, he also started his investing journey with the 5 lakhs. And we all know how good investor he is today in India. Invest in yourself. So skill up, learn new skills and all. Of course, if you are doing MBA, there also you can learn few skills. We all know in India or in the world also, how much academia and industry, how much the relation between academia with the industry means. In academia, we read books and learn the techniques which were formulated in ages like decades back old, and we don't know the knowledge we are acquiring through MBA which is directly applicable to the businesses or companies growth, because this the author Josh Kaufman, he himself worked with the MBA students who are graduated from well-known institutes. Still they are lack into the skill, so he inquired and write himself personal MBA book. I'm not discouraging to do not to do MBA, but I'm trying to rethink about it. What is your interest? And credentials versus competence. Long-term success stems from practical skills, not just a diploma. Means if you want to get success into your business, diploma won't help. Your practical skills, real-time business skills will help you to survive in any way. Even as a means, if you are joined as a manager in any company or you own your own company, the practical skills you learn or you acquire will help you more than the degree you own. Real world learning. True business acumen comes from doing, not just studying. We all know, compared to theoretical classes, in the practical classes we learn more. In a similar way, business, doing a small or a big business all by yourself will teach you a lot of lessons, and those lessons will take you to the level you wish to become, the millionaire or billionaire. From this, I can suggest that even though you are doing an MBA, focus on learning the real skills like doing your own business, or at least doing some practicals like real time experience tasks. Means someone is doing some kind of small business, just sit with them, observe the real time business scenarios, tactics, competitions, competitors, how, and the feedback, everything you can learn. Do a small internship with even a small business, so you can learn from that business also. No need to do small business. You can learn from the existing business. Business is complex, not complicated. Don't overthink it. Focus on the iron law of the market. Find what people want and provide it. The basic principle means you need to find out what people are looking for and provide it. Like there is a very new company. Forget about the company. We all might be experienced in the by the end of the month, all our pockets are empty, and we all will get our salaries by the some people will get at the first, some people will get at 7, some people will get at 10. So there is a gap of 1 to 2 weeks. So there is a company which identified this problem. So people will get the money, people get their salary by the month first or second week, but the money in their accounts will be empty at the end of the month. There is a need of money for a small period of time, but it is not for 1 or 2, it is for millions of. So this problem statement identified by one, and they started doing survey like, okay, we provide you this money for this short period of time, repay us whenever you get the salary, and how, whether you are ready to take this as a borrow. I mean, do you like to borrow this money for 1 or 2 weeks and pay very much? Like this, these guys did a survey of more than 1 lakh people, and their startup succeeded because it is a real problem, and they did the survey from the people. So they find the problem and they provided the solution. So then the business is a. So in a similar way, you need to find out the problem, iron law of the market. You need to find the problem and provide the solution. Start by observing everyday problem. The best solution often arise from simple unmet needs like this. See, they are getting salary, but still their needs are unmet. So all you need to do is observing everyday problems. First, try to find out what kind of problems you are facing, then your family, then your hometown, then your city, then your state and country. Like that, find out the problems you guys are facing and provide it. That will be a successful business. Playing business was doing business. See, it is very simple. Playing business means thinking about it, doing so many mathematics. Okay. And trying to design logos, company names, and discussing with the people more. Yes, you can do the survey, but doing surveys come into the action. But designing, thinking about the day, thinking about name itself for days, it's not good. Designing logo for whole day, whole time you're stuck at the designing logo. It's like a playing business. But if you start doing business, focus on real value creation, talking to customers, building prototypes, making sales, action over perfection. It is like there is in Mumbai one dosa making company, Bene Dosa. These guys are like, they not even started a restaurant. While construction itself, they started promoting their Bene Dosa business by social media like Instagram, and by the time they start their business they have the customers. So this is a very good case studies to start a business, like how to start and how to promote and how to acquire the customers. They are doing good, and those are also good. So this is one another strategy. So once you started thinking about doing one business, you need to really work on it, not on logos, not on card printing, and doing more research. Means it is like a perfect complete formula I want. It never gonna happen. You need to start simple, then grow bigger and see the mathematics. Then maybe you can build. Okay. Doing business, focus on real value creation, talking to customers, building prototypes, making sales, action over perfection. Experiment and adapt. Embrace the explore, exploit mindset. Learn by trying, testing, measuring, and adapting. Continuous exploration fuels innovation and growth. So it is quite simple and more like, see here I given the 3 steps. Explore and discover. Actively seek out new opportunities, test a hypothesis, and gather initial insights. Don't be afraid to try novel approaches. Measure and learn. Track your experiments with a clear metrics, analyze results to understand what's working and what's not, informing your next step. Adapt your learning, refine your strategies, and iterate quickly, be agile and ready to pivot. See, it is no need to read all this content. You just see the images itself. It will explain everything. First, you need to explore what are the opportunities in the market. Okay, you got an opportunity. Then just jump into it and learn little information about that opportunity, like is there any competitors and what is their numbers. See, simple example is, if there are competitors, never worry about it. It is good thing. You have competitors in the market means that problem have market. People need it. That much is sure. Second thing, if the competitors are there and demand is there, is this demand is more or less? If there is very less demand and more competitors are there, it is fine, you no need tender, look for another opportunity. But demand is there and competitors also there, so you can easily get into it. It is like when like the Zomato was there, still Swiggy came, then maybe some another app will come, because there is a demand, like Eat Club and all those things. As long as you have demand from the market, you can get into the business with any name like that. Then the next step is measure and learn. So you need to, once you start the business, you entered into the you took the opportunity and you start a business. The next thing is, you need to measure how well you are performing, how long it will take to get some market share, and how long it will take to reach break even point, and then how long it will take to catch up your competitor. If you are not doing something better or good or worst, you need to learn what kind of mistakes you are doing, what is the actual business model of your competitor. Sometimes learning from your competitor, it's not a bad idea. Learn, improve and implement, adapt and iterate. See, this is quite simple. You can't go against the flow. You need to adapt yourself to go along with the flow. As long as you are fighting against the wind, you will be forced to stop, whether it's by yourself or the external force. So here you need to adapt and you need to go with the flow as in the direction of wind. Then your journey will be smooth, and understand in which direction it's going. Goals law: start simple. When I thought to start this YouTube channel, earlier I was thinking about many startups, many ideas, too many ideas, to be frank. I am like ideas machine. For everything I will get one idea, and by working on that idea, I never start any. People used to call me like, you think a lot but do nothing. So I want to break that curse. So I started a lot of things, like starting a clothes company and starting this YouTube channel. It is like morning I got an idea, by evening I created this YouTube channel, and next day I posted the videos. So of course, it is very simple work. Still, I started. Now there are 53 videos and almost I have got around 100 plus subscribers. Means I'm not saying like it is very big, even though it is simple. As long as you are satisfied with your work, start with the basic. Very simple one. Once it is started, you can build a big empire over it. Begin with a simple system. Successful complex systems evolve from simple functional beginnings. Don't over design from scratch. Launch a minimum viable product. Prioritize explicitly by getting a core product or service into the market quickly. It should solve a fundamental problem. So it is very simple. See, if you get into more aesthetic, you can't, means it will take a lot of time. You may lose the market, you may lose the trend, and it may increase the cost which you don't have. So ultimately you will stop doing that. So make a minimum viable product. Minimum viable product means it fulfills the fundamental problem you thought. You want to solve this problem. That problem should be solved with this minimum viable product. And whatever the accessories and aesthetics you want to add, you will add later. Like for example, I want to start a AI integrated textile designs and all. So it will take much more time to build that software which analyze the trends. So that AI design fast fashion brand, it will take time. So to design that software and getting the actual design into stitching and all, It is a very big plan and it will take a lot of time. So what I did, I just registered as a textile company. Nothing new is there, simple business. And I'm planning to provide my products to the customers right now, so I can understand the cloth business, how it works. I will get some contacts from the manufacturers, this kind of thing. So it is from this I learned, like the t-shirt once I used to buy for 400, now I get to know it cost only 160 max, even with the better quality. So this is the things you can learn when you get into the work, means when you make your hands dirty. Test, gather feedback and iterate. Use real world testing to gather feedback and adapt based on actual user needs and market. Evolve and add complexity. Build a solid foundation, reduce risk, and accelerate learning before gradually adding advanced features. Every complex system that works is invariably found to have evolved from a simple system that worked. The first 20 hours, rapid skill acquisition. Learn enough to be functional, not perfect. Accelerate your learning with these principles. First, lovable process. Choose something which you love to do it. Then, one skill. Focus on mastering a skill, single core skill. Define outcome. Clearly visualize what done looks like. Break down. Deconstruct into smaller and manageable sub-skills. Access tools. Get the right resource for learning. Emphasize quantity. Practice frequently and consistently. I will explain this with the my real time my learning. Lovable process. I started learning website. I love to do that. Startups itself have around 5 startup. Each website building cost around 30,000. So I don't want to spend 30,000 just on website development. So I love to do my own web. So I got one skill. Building this website nowadays, coding, AI will give you all the code. So you need to learn how to manage this. So I am learning it. Define, and I know what should or how it should look like after I completing it, and what kind of features I need to add. Then break down. So at a time I can't do entire part. So it in the full stack development, first I do the front end and then I do the back end. Like in website development is a full stack. Front end it is like design and entire part, and back end it is logic behind and integrating these two, then hosting. So there is a set of sub skills also there, and access to get the right resources for learning. Yeah, you have ChatGPT, so you can get all the useful resources at one place. So get all those things. Emphasize quantity and how much time you need to keep for this, and how oftenly you are doing. That is also important. Frustration barrier. The initial hours of learning new skills, often the first 10 to 20 are frequently accompanied by significant frustration. This is normal and expected part of the journey. To successfully navigate this barrier, focus on strategic action and self-compassion. Prioritize doing over risk, as discussed earlier. Do the action rather than thinking. Ignore external comparisons. See, a work someone can do in 5 hours, someone can do in 10 hours, someone can do in 1 hour. So no need to compare. Every individual's learning path is unique. Focus on your own growth and progress rather than comparing your early attempts to the polished expertise of others. Embrace discomfort as a signal. See, when you are trying to learn something new, the discomfort you will get, it is not like you are not unable to do, not able to do. You need to push that. Means you are getting discomfort, means you are pushing your boundaries and getting closer to the skill you want to acquire. Cultivate consistency. Short regular practice sessions are often more impactful than sporadic intense ones. Show up daily even for minutes to build momentum and reinforce learning. Yeah, it is simple. Instead of pushing a hard, long duration, focus on short and regular practice. Be consistent with the practice. Then you can acquire the skills. Means you are trying to do something. However, you are not able to comprehend that, understand that. Still, you are pushing the same thing, means you can't learn it. Give some time and start again. You are able to learn it. Your MBA avoids action over academic. Business is about solving problems and curiosity, commitment trump credential. Embrace continuous learning. Start simple, act decisively. See here, I just want to say something. If you want to build a business, or a startup, you need to find out the problem statement first, which most of the people want very badly. Then you need to provide. In the providing means you may think very solid solution. Still, max to max at the very beginning, provide a minimum viable product which solve the fundamental problem. You solve the problem, provided the solution with a minimum viable product. Then what? You need to expand, obviously, to its max. And then to keep up these works, you need to have some kind of habits like learning new skills. Even though it discomforts you, you need to take it in a positive way, like you are pushing your boundaries. And the first 20 hours is like a very tough for you. So at that moment, you need to push yourself one more hour. Plan your practicing time and make it short and repetitive. So over a period of time, you will get some good skills and you are able to understand the problem. You are able to provide the solution and you are able to run a business. What else you want for an MBA? So it's your MBA. Step by step, you can do it. Thank you for joining. What problem will you solve next? Once you got any problem statement, text in the comment box. And do subscribe the channel. I am going to make this kind of videos more and more. And all the best for your startup journey. Thank you.